All right. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to 3NT Wrestling Podcast. Carolina's favorite fat boy DJ Danny Ocean in here. Look, I got a very special show for y'all today. First off, that Gangrel music was so fire. I forgot how fire it was, but y'all saw what it was, man. It's all about Battle Rumble today. Like I said, it's 3NT Wrestling. I got to bring the homies on, right? I got my dog IzzY and I got my man Von Casey with me. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
Look, I told y'all it's a special show today, right?
It's a very special show.
Very.
I know you're excited, IzzY. I know you're excited.
I'm here for it.
Got Mega IzzY in the building.
Mega IzzY?
Mega IzzY in the building.
I need to change that.
This man, it's copywritten, bro. Relax. But look, we're not gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right into it. People, you saw the opening of the show. You see what it's all about. It's all about Battle Rumble going down in Tampa. January 26th, Royal Rumble weekend. I got a very special guest. We got Mega Ran in the building, y'all. Mega Ran, what's good, man?
Hey, what's good? Thanks for having me, yo.
Hey, man, thank you for coming along, man. Listen, first off, I'm at my introduction to Battle Rumble. I talked to Kaz actually about Wale Mania, and he actually out of nowhere said I can DJ a guest set at Wale Mania.
Oh, let's go.
So then I saw AJ Francis Top Dollar post the Battle Rumble flyer. I was like, oh, is this something like Wale Mania? And then I went and got looked further into it, and I was like, oh, this is Mega Ran's event. I said, I know it's gonna be fire. I said, like, I was like, Mega Ran is a huge wrestling fan, a huge video game fan. You cannot go wrong combining those two things, man.
Thank you. Oh, man. That's really what wrestling, hip hop, what Wale Mania kind of stands for is really like the birth of so many of my like ideas and projects is bringing people together. It's like, yo, we talked about games and hip hop. We talked about wrestling and hip hop. We talked about wrestling and wrestling games and hip hop and all that stuff coming together. So it's just really beautiful whenever we can do it. So basically, I'm billing the Battle Rumble as Wale Mania's little cousin. Wale Mania is the big homie. Shout out to Wale, that's the bro.
Salute.
Huge wrestling fan, like myself, man. And like whenever we get together, it's nothing but just wrestle and talk. And I love the fact that he's a legit fan. Like he'll be like, well, so what you think is gonna happen here? Yo, man, this story is crazy. And like really having like real in-depth talks, and I feel like Kaz, shout out to Kaz, he's literally the embodiment, he's like wrestling hip hop together, like with everything that he's done in his life. He brings them all together so beautifully and just does it so well. So yeah, this one here though is going to have an emphasis on the battle aspect of hip hop. As we know, there's a ton of, as I've seen at least in the last year or two, so many like battle rappers, busting out the wrestling bars.
Oh yeah.
And starting with DNA. And
shout out to DNA, man.
Shout out to my guy DNA. So like seeing those guys do that, it's like, oh, that's okay. This is another connection, like this deeper link between people who really love wrestling. So I was like, all right, well, we ain't never do nothing for the battle rappers. And so I was like, let's see what we can do. And DNA and AJ were like, let's do it. I got this idea. I want to do a rap battle. And I was like, my man Slop Funk Dust helped us get the venue in Tampa. And he was like, what about a producer battle as well? And I said, what? This is crazy. So now we have a rap battle. We have a beat battle. We have wrestler rappers that are going to be performing and some entering the battle. And like so many people from the community hanging out. So this is just going to be an event like I've never done before.
Man, you know what? I didn't know that you were going to have like actual battle rap in it until, we talked a little bit more about it. And I saw some of the people that are going to be in attendance. Like I said, I told you before, I DJ for URL, Smack and whatnot. So I've been around battle rap for like the last 5-6 years or so, pretty heavy. I love it. I love it. So when DNA did announce he was doing that Halloween Havoc event, I was actually supposed to be there. But I got booked to DJ somewhere that Halloween weekend, so I couldn't. But I was blown away by the wrestling bars those guys had, and and like especially chess, the tribal chess.
Oh man,
Chess went crazy.
just went off. I
But,
love like, and again, like anytime we're all folks who know this stuff, we know the game. So like when you can see like, all right, they didn't just pick off something easy, low hanging fruit out of
right.
Wikipedia. They just really went in and picked like things that would let you know like they're actually real fans, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
And I love that, man. I just love to see it. Like seeing these cultures come together is what I've been about. It's literally been my thing from the start. You know, I'm the hip hop guy who loves wrestling. I'm the wrestling guy who loves video games, the gamer guy who loves sports, you know. So
Right.
it's always been me kind of working what I love into another audience. And so whether it was nerds, geeks, video game players, wrestlers, you know, fighting game fans, competitors. So yeah, this is just kind of the logical next step, you know, and I'm just really happy with all the homies that are deciding to come and be a part of it. And we've announced several, but man, the ones we haven't announced yet.
Got something special on the way for people, huh?
Yes, indeed. I mean, what's wrestling without a run-in or two?
Touche.
You,
True.
You're right about
what I'm
that.
saying?
Very true.
You need a
Gotta-
run-in.
Gotta
Like
have the
there's
legend run
always,
in.
there will
So-
always be a surprise.
So again, Battle Rumble, Tampa, Florida, Friday, January 26th, the day before the Royal Rumble. Thousands and thousands of wrestling fans coming down to Florida that weekend. And hopefully thousands and thousands of people flooding the Crowbar that night. Matter of fact, I forgot to put it up there. Let's do it right now. Tickets are on sale right now for Battle Rumble, y'all. Make sure y'all get them. I got my ticket. I got my flight to Tampa. I'm ready.
Let's
I'm ready. I
go.
cannot wait, y'all. It's
Man,
gonna
I got
be
some.
dope.
I'm so excited, man. We got some sponsors that are going to be giving out all types of stuff. So if you get there early, that's the best move because there will be giveaways every hour on the hour. We got 2K. We got Direct Sound, who does awesome headphones like these ones I'm wearing.
Okay.
No plug, but they are really good.
I see the plug. I see.
You know what I mean? In Music, Native Instruments,
Ooh.
Serato, Elf Audio, Magma, Glowtronics, Battle Lab, Cooper Spirits, so much more. It's gonna be insane. We were thinking if enough gamers come through, I want to get some systems set up, get some N64s up.
Oof.
So you know we can do some No Mercy tournaments in there.
What?
Mercy.
Oh, I'm running the
Man.
table. I'm running the table on that one. I ain't worried
Oh,
about
let's
it.
go. Let's go.
So, you know what? I saw this picture. I was scrolling Twitter a couple of days ago. You kind of touched on it a little bit just a second ago. I saw this tweet
Mm-hmm.
the day Battle Rumble came together, and you, like you said, it's the cousin of the big homie Wale Mania. What prompted this? Like, what made you put this event together now? Like, what made you say, all right, 2024, it's time. I got to do this right now.
Oh, man, I gotta thank DNA and Dollar for really putting the battery in my back. Like I was kicking it around. Matt Mania podcast we've kind of tried to be the epicenter of hip hop wrestling type events and vibes. So we've done Matt Mania live and we started it probably, what was that, 17? When was Mania in Orlando? That was it was a minute ago.
That's with the roller coaster.
Yeah, man. Oh, that was one of the saddest manias. But anyway, I remember leaving that place so sad because the Undertaker took like 80 minutes to take his gloves off, and we were just like, yo. But it felt like we left the funeral. So anyway, but the night before that, we did a big show in Orlando, and that was the first time we were able to bring gaming wrestling communities together. Our boy Jabali, who does the CEO gaming tournaments, we had a fighting game tournament there. We did live show. I had the homie Xavier Woods come out. The Brooklyn Brawler came out. All types
God.
Wow.
We just talked about it.
We just talked about the Brooklyn Brawler.
Talk about Brawler?
Oh,
man.
he's
That's
the
my
OG.
guy. There are videos. I got to find them. There are videos of Brawler rapping my Final Fantasy songs.
Oh, wow.
On the set. Like, he's like, hey, Mega Red, I want to rap. I want to rap.
Bro.
And so I was like, all right. So I gave him some of my lines and I was like, see if you can get this, by the show. And it'll shock everybody if you come up and bust some bars out. And he did it. And it was so fun. So that's the kind of unpredictable spirit we wanted to add to these shows. So yeah, we would always try to make them happen around the big four events, or at least the two to me that are the most meaningful, which
Rumble
are
and Mania.
and Mania.
Oh yeah.
So always make sure there's something going on around those. And so yeah, man, with Wale Mania holding down the WrestleMania spot, I was like, well, all right, we got to do something for the January thing. So
Right.
for the last 5 years, it's me mixing business with pleasure on the long run. I'm taking a trip to do wrestling. All right, I need to find some work. I need to find some work to do while I'm there. So, all right, where's a local club and who gonna let me rap? You know, that's really what it turns out. That helps my wife make the decision a little easier if I can go or not.
Man,
So it's like
it.
I'm going to work. I'm going to work. You know,
conversation we just had too.
We just had that conversation too. My wife's birthday is on that weekend.
Ooh.
And she wants to go to Houston
Ooh.
for her birthday.
Well, I guess you're going to Houston.
Is she going? I'm going. I'm going to Tampa.
Oh, all right, okay, okay.
Decisions were made.
No, that's good. That's good because she gets to do what she wants to do. You're not going to be like, nah, you can't go because I'm doing this. You know.
Nah, long as we get them babysitters, we lit. You know.
Absolutely, we lit.
All right, so let me ask you this. Another thing about Battle Rumble. Is this gonna be an annual thing going forward? Can we expect to see Battle Rumble in whatever city WWE's hosting the Royal Rumble going forward?
I hope so. I think it helps a lot that it's Florida for this one. You know, a lot of the boys live in Florida. You know, they don't mind being there in January, you know.
Right.
So it's like if it was New York City, it might not be as exciting, if I can be honest. But I think it's worked out very advantageous. So it's hard to say, but man, like honestly, man, the way I feel about wrestling, the way wrestling's been just continuing to just be more and more popular, I can't see why this wouldn't continue. So as long wherever we gotta go, we'll go there. You know, I mean, I don't know. Unless the Royal Rumble is in like London or something next year. You might think about it.
They are doing a lot of international stuff.
They really are. Like it's really not that surprising. You know, I'm planning because last year I got a chance to go to All In, or is it All Out? All In.
All in London.
And,
nice.
In London. And this year, the week after that, the E is in Berlin doing a pay-per-view.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They're supposed to be doing a lot of
like Berlin
this year. I mean, not this year, 2024.
2024 is going to be, I would say probably, I mean, at least a couple different events are going to be happening overseas.
There's Australia, France, Berlin.
Yeah, and you know they got to do 2 in Saudi.
Yeah,
yep. True.
Man, I know if they go back to Puerto Rico though, I will be there. I missed that one. I'm regretting that show. I'm regretting missing that. All my friends are like, that was the greatest pay-per-view ever.
Bro, we had a top 10 list of what our favorite moments of 2023 in wrestling, and that was easily on my list. WWE in Puerto Rico was crazy. The SmackDown the crowd was so
The crowd was insane.
The crowd can make a break a show.
That moment when Bad Buddy came out and his theme hit, oh my God.
Boy, man.
That was a moment.
That was huge. Huge.
Speaking of Tampa, I didn't know Bad Bunny was that over until I went to WrestleMania. I actually went to WrestleMania for my bachelor trip in Tampa. And
you were there.
Yeah, he had the match with Damian Priest.
Yes.
Dude, they came out for him.
Man,
they were, and so just like I said, a crowd can make or break a show. When a crowd is lit,
and nothing like it.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, upon the success that this event is going to have, we're speaking into existence.
It's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to. Do you see yourself doing it with like a SummerSlam or Survivor Series or one of the big main? Well, because you say Wale has Mania, but out of the so that leaves you 3 more.
Mania's locked. So we have others connected.
I would say like around SummerSlam, because like you say, in the cold, Tampa in January is different from New York, and New York is.
It's a little brutal. I was just there last week. It's a little cold. Honestly, that's a great idea. I think with Battle Rumble works being around the Royal Rumble, being like a battle thing. We probably can't have 30 competitors. That would take all night, but we're at least going to do a similar situation. Me and AJ have been working out the logistics where it will feel like a Royal Rumble setting where there'll be a timer, there'll be other things going on and people jumping in and all that cool stuff. So I think a SummerSlam, I'd have to really go into what the gimmick would be, you know, like
The
all right,
second biggest party of the summer. The
Yeah,
second biggest party of the summer.
That's
It
fire.
would work. It would work with Survivor Series too.
I put thought into
Survivor
this.
Series for sure
Survivor
with the
Series, I think it would
teams.
work.
It's
Yeah.
a great.
Oh, that'd be dope
yeah,
too.
it'd be
That is
crazy.
I
dope.
think it kind of writes itself for Survivor Series, like putting a team together. That would be dope. Yeah, I'm into it, man. Like it's always, I've learned in this business, in wrestling and entertainment and rap in general, you can never say never because, man, if the people want it, it's gonna happen. Like
This is true.
sooner or later, man. Did we ever think we'd see CM Punk back? You
There
know,
we go.
like come
Exactly
on.
what I was about to bring up. Nobody saw that coming. So, like you said,
No
never say never. Hell
Man.
can definitely freeze over. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Hogan
It's
came back, Warrior came back, CM Punk came back, Bret
Punk
Hart
came
came
back.
back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bro, everybody comes back. Everybody comes back to the E. They come back home, man.
They got to. Got to.
Got to.
Rand, I wanted to ask you specifically. I know you talked a little bit about the roots of Battle Rumble and everything, but I wanted to ask you about the actual connection between hip hop itself and wrestling, because if you think about it, most people consider both hip hop and wrestling to have their golden ages during the '90s, and both hip hop and wrestling rely heavily on kayfabe for both wrestlers and rappers.
Yeah.
So I want
Don't
to
let them
ask,
tell you.
yeah,
Don't let them tell you.
where did that connection, like, was that a conscious connection that you made, or was it just your interest coming together?
Man, you know what? This is gonna sound like a weird name drop, but it was AJ Styles who said it and brought it to me.
Okay.
I was talking. AJ was in the room. This is me and Woods. They were filming Up, Up, Down, Down.
Up and down.
And I was just in the back. Like I like to just be out the way. And I was in the back, the least important person in the room. I'm just having a conversation with my boy. And I was like, yo, can you believe that some promoters actually make people pay like to play? And like I couldn't believe when I heard about that. And then AJ, I hear over my shoulder, like, are you talking about a wrestling promoter or a music promoter? And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. When I started off, I had to sell tickets to wrestle. And so AJ starts telling me this story. And as he's telling me, I'm like, wrestling, I guess, is not very much different than entertainment. And so many, like, it's all entertainment, like wrestling, rapping, music, whatever. And I was like, wow, and he said something, and he said, ain't no business like the hopes and dreams business, unfortunately.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, like anybody can sell a dream. And
that hit.
And unfortunately, it was the negative side of it that made me think of it. But I was like, you know what? There's a lot of positives that are similar too. Like the crowd's reaction will kind of determine how far you can go, things like that. They come back next week or the next album to see what's going to happen next. Like this never-ending saga of your favorite artists, And so you see them grow, you see them turn into different gimmicks, so to speak. They start dressing different, they get a different haircut, and they come to their next phases. So I was like, man, wrestling and rap, this is it. Like it's so similar. And it was that conversation that started tying it together for me. Because before that, I kept it far away. Like I said, any wrestler I'd ever met, all we talked about was video games. Like that was our common bond, you know what I'm saying? From AJ to Austin to Samoa Joe, any of them, they're all like huge gamers. And so like we just wound up talking video games. And then in the process, if I ever hear them talking about wrestling, I'm like, dang, like that could be a music conversation. Like it's almost exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. That's dope.
And so like you mentioning that it relies heavily on kayfabe, like that's it. So yeah, that to me was the connection. And me, I'm always about combining cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it was hip hop and gaming first for me. Mm-hmm. And so Jazzy Jeff, I feel like one of the greatest DJs of all time. He said something dope on the new Class of '88 little docuseries on Audible with Will Smith. He said, and I don't know if I totally agree, but I see what he was getting at. He was like, yo, the dope thing about hip hop is that hip hop is not music. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, hip hop is beyond music because you can combine anything with hip hop and make it dope and make it doper and make it make it hip hop. You know, we take hip hop with classical, make it dope. We take hip hop and bring it to rock, to bring it to country. We bring it to anything, and we make it dope. So when I heard him say hip hop's not music, I was like, no, wait. But I understand exactly what he was saying. Like, it's the garnish that can make anything, and and then it becomes more than the garnish. It's like I don't know, the whole thing, because you put it on top, and now it's hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
I never thought about it like that, because whatever you put hip hop in, it makes it hip hop.
You can hip hop something.
Yeah. I can't remember who said it, but they call hip hop the inheritance. You know, it is, once we receive it, whatever we liked before we found hip hop is going to combine with it.
Ooh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that is dope.
I see you, Von Casey.
You see?
Okay. Some bars. Okay, I like that. I like that.
But Rand, man, all of us here big wrestling fans. All of us here, love music, of course. My one thing I want to know, I saw a video of you going through your top, theme musics for wrestlers of all time. It was a few years ago, but one thing I wanted to ask: if you could change somebody's theme music, whose would you change, and what would you change it to? I feel like theme music can make or break
crazy.
Somebody. Yeah,
you're kind of a jerk for that question, to be honest.
I mean, look.
Wow. Okay. So for me to think about this, I got to think about a time where like theme music kind of broke somebody, where like in a bad way, where it like killed them, where we're like, oh man, that music is so bad. So now I'm trying to deconstruct the question for the inside out. And so the last time I can think of where music just killed a push was probably Big Cass.
Man, I forgot about that.
Where Cass went solo, he went bad, and it was like super generic bad guy music from Warzone or something.
I don't remember his music.
And nobody does.
That's the bad.
Memorable.
That's the point. So honestly, I would give him, man, one of my favorite themes. And I mean, I love the wrestler. I mean, I feel like maybe he doesn't quite get a fair shake, but he's great at what he does. It's Baron Corbin. And I love Corbin's theme. Yeah, so the Jim Johnson one. Now, I think that theme with Cass could have sent them over the top.
The Lone Wolf theme, right?
The Lone Wolf one.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Such a good theme.
Sure, he need that theme now.
Right.
Yo, for real.
Right now.
Now.
If you could remix any, like from Golden Era up to now, if you could remix any wrestler's theme song, who would it be?
What I remix? D-Lo Brown.
Oh wow!
Because you better recognize. I love D-Lo.
Now you talking about recognized one or real deal one?
I think the real deal. That's my joint. You're looking at the real deal now. Honestly, because it doesn't have enough lyrics in it. It's like 4 lines, and then it just does it over again.
And then go to the beat.
So like it's just some dude ad-libbing. But like I would have gave it some rhymes, something about
on the street.
Yeah.
You did something. Yo, you did me.
You did me.
Victory is sweet.
It's like really not good. Here's your receipt.
Oh man.
Oh gosh, it's not good. So I'd put some lyrics to it because I love that beat. That beat is hard.
That was a dope beat.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is you got anything you want to ask?
All right. Yeah, I already know I'm going with this. Cause we gonna talk about wrestling. We here for wrestling. Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk a little bit about Mega Man.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Now he asked you your top. I need to know this. He asked you your top 5. Well, he didn't ask you your top 5. He was talking about your top 5 in music. I need you to give me your top 5. And I gotta see how you order this. I gotta see your top 5 Mega Man X games.
Oh my God. Okay.
Just X. I'm gonna see how you order this.
Well, there's no world in which any of them are greater than 1. So X1 is first.
Okay. Your 2 is really where I'm seeing where we go.
All right, now this is where it gets a little tricky. For me anyway, I feel like these games kind of took the even numbered approach, like where they were kind of always dope as like I think 2 and 4 and then 6 was when it got like fire. For some reason, it seemed like they took every other one off. So I think I'd go 2, 4, maybe 3, and who? I think maybe 6. Oh, I don't even remember 7 and 8 to be honest. So
Nah, we don't count. I don't count.
I don't even remember them. So I feel like 1, 2, 4, 3, and then 6. I think I said 6. Yeah, I think so. I'm weirdly bad with the end of them because as I started growing up, these games were $70 and I couldn't afford them. So, so I've only been able to play them on emulators, and now they're like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But I just played X2 last night. Still holds up. Amazing game. So I do Mega Man Mondays on my streams, and
nice.
And so I did X2 yesterday. So next Monday I'll be continuing. I got 3-0 parts. So I'm gonna go try to get the rest.
So you don't gotta fight him at the end if you get his part.
Yeah, that's why I'm really trying my best to do it, because that fight is hard.
I'm gonna tell you something crazy about you saying like going back and actually getting like an actual copy of them. I'm pretty sure now, Vaughn, you're not gonna know this, but it used to be this store called Blockbuster Videos, right?
I went to Blockbuster.
Okay, I thought you. I
act like Vaughn a little baby or something.
Young boy over here.
Trying to little man my guy.
Nah, I ain't trying to little man him.
I got PS2 games that came in the Blockbuster container that I still got at the crib right now. Don't do me.
Man.
I used to. Okay, so my mom every Friday she used to let me rent a game and let my sisters rent 2 movies. Okay. I used to rent Mega Man X every Friday. Every Friday, I go in there one Friday. I mean, this is for a long stretch. I go in there one Friday. Mega Man X is gone. I'm panicking. Like, yo, where the game? Oh my God. Like, the owner of Blockbuster brings Mega Man. He was like, you rented it so much, we're going to let you buy it for $30.
What?
Yeah. And I told my mom, like, yo, you got to get it. You got to get it. You got to get it. She bought it. I still have that Super Nintendo Mega Man Original X cartridge with the Blockbuster sticker.
Yeah.
They used to put like a full sticker on the side of it.
Full sticker.
Foil.
Oh man.
Foil joint. Like if you peeled it, you would leave some of the sticker on it.
Yeah,
you can't peel it. Yeah, you can't peel it off. It would say void or something.
That opened up like my greatest fandom of Mega Man, and then I just fell down this big wormhole of like Mega Man, and that's essentially what made me start getting the tattoos and the con and all that stuff.
Yo, that's such a dope story.
But then that led me to now. Me and Danny worked at GameStop, and so I come in and I'm talking about Mega Man and stuff like that. He's like, "Man, get out of here, man!"
Bro, when I tell you it was nonstop,
get out of here, man. Get out of here, man.
And so I came. I was like, "Yo, you got to meet this dude. Yo, this dude likes Mega Man, wrestling, video games, and rap. Like, bro." But now it's like a lot of the stuff is mainstream now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So like, you know, before I used to talk about like anime or wrestling or stuff like that, and you know, you have selected audience that talk about it. But now it's stretched across the board, you know, and I just want to tell you, like, dude, you're one of the pioneers of people. Wale's one of them. I give one to Austin. What's his? I can't call him Austin. I guess Austin Creed.
Austin Creed, yeah.
I like a lot of these people. A lot of y'all put these wheels forward to give us the platform and do this stuff. So I just want to, you know, commend you on that. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. That's awesome, man. Like, and that was just us taking the thing that we love and just giving it love, like giving it back, giving something back to it. Like that's all I really consider all these like songs or me talking about it. It's just like a love letter. It's like me writing a little love letter to the thing that I love. And then I'm able to, with that, like shoot it out like a beacon, and I'm able to find other people that enjoy it. And it's just beautiful, man. Like it's so dope to see. Like my Mega Man story, not quite as good as yours. Yours is actually really good. Mine was just Nintendo Power. Like I'm an old cat, so I'm probably older than y'all. So Nintendo Power had Mega Man 2 on the cover, and it did this like claymation cover, and I was like, oh, this looks really dope.
I actually remember
Nintendo Power magazine.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And
Oh, the
so
one where he's coming out with the
it's the
Will
Wily
Gator.
ship. It's the Wily ship, I think, and it's Mega
Oh, you
Man on
talking
it.
about Mega Man
Two,
2.
two. And
Okay.
so I was like, this is amazing. I don't know nothing about no Mega Man, but this game looks dope. The artwork, all the stuff they opened up, it was colorful. They showed the bosses. I was like, oh, this is lit. So next thing you know, I'm like, Mom, get me Mega Man 2. And she's like, how much is it? I was like, $50. And she's like, nah. So next thing you know, we go and get Mega Man 1, which is just $19.99. And so I was like, cool. And she's like, all right, if you beat this, then I'll get you Mega Man 2. And so I didn't, because Mega Man 1 is
Yeah, one is
impossibly
brutal.
hard.
Yeah, it is.
And so I never beat it, but it just, stuck with me that I was like, oh man, this game is so good. One of these days I'm going to get Mega Man 2. And I think I rented it a bunch, and like that's what got me into it. So it was
Mega Man
like,
2 was my first actual Mega Man that I played. It was Mega Man 2. And I just remember being blown away by the color palettes and like the theme music. It was so much stuff going on that it's like, man, I listen to Mega Man theme music. I work on cars. So sometimes when I'm working, I might throw a soundtrack on.
yo, me too.
Yo, no
I would
cap.
put I would put the soundtracks on my CD players or my Walkman at the
The
time.
first time
And be like, let's go.
AEW came to Raleigh, they sent me Mark Henry to interview, and they gave me some tickets. So I was like, yo, IzzY, I know you're a wrestling fan. Ride with me down to Raleigh to check out this AEW event. Bro, we listened to Mega Man music the entire way to Raleigh. It's a 2-hour drive. Like you got no 2 Chainz in there, no
No 2 Chainz. Something else.
You got some Morgan
That's
Wallen
what
or
I would do.
something. Anything at this
Something.
point, bro.
Mega Man 2.
We listen to rap on the way back.
That's hilarious. That would be me. Like all day, I throw video game music on in the car, and that's usually what inspires my songs. Like Final Fantasy VII, another one of my favorite soundtracks. It's like, man, I listen to it so much. I'm like, let me start writing some songs about this. Like, so it's always very, I'm inspired by the things around me that I grew up with. Much like, and I don't know why it even would be so weird, because the music we grew up with was sampling off of the songs and the music that they heard growing up, or that their moms played. So it's like the way they were sampling Motown and jazz and stuff, we're sampling video games, which are our classics. Right. So it's, to me, the same thing. It's like
it is. It's not weird. I say it's more unconventional than weird.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
But just it's got to be an amazing feeling doing, like, we know you love video games. We know you love wrestling. We know you love hip hop. Being able to work in fields of things that you love like that. Mm-hmm. How does that feel? Like, how can you explain that feeling to somebody?
Man, it doesn't even feel real sometimes, Like I'll just, something will happen, and then somebody, I don't know, something crazy, like a wrestler will be like, we just texting about a video game, and then one of my boys like, yo, what's your life, bro? Like, do you realize, like, that's crazy?
And I'm like, I mean, like you just said, they just roll right off your tongue. You like, yo, I'm chilling while AJ Styles and Austin playing the game. I'm just chilling.
Right.
Like, dude,
that's the crazy
dope.
part.
Yeah, that's legendary.
Yeah, that's dope.
Wow,
bro. Like, I will tell you, I freaked out earlier today because R-Truth followed me on Twitter.
Yo,
like, I freaked out. I was like, yo, this is truth.
That's truth, though. Like, that's crazy. Truth, a whole legend.
Yeah, he's an OG too, and he got a great origin story.
But just the fact that, again, you like, it's not like, even when you followed me on Twitter when we follow each other on Instagram a couple weeks, I'm like, IzzY's the first person I messaged, like, bro.
Yeah, he sent the screenshot. He's like, yo, look who just followed me.
I'm telling you, it's not. So this ain't like. It's not regular stuff, especially from where we're from. We're like small country town, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's not regular stuff to be able to talk to people who you are a fan of. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
No, I understand. The internet has brought that so close to everybody, especially Twitter, man. Like, it's a shame it's kind of trash now, but like, like it's been such a awesome thing for me, like being able to meet people through Twitter, and it's like, it's really changed my life, man. And like Instagram too, man. It's like I did a song, The Lingo, where I'm just rapping wrestling terms, which was inspired by Big L doing Ebonics, So I was like, let me, that's me just connecting my worlds. And then freaking who hit me up? I don't even remember now. Like it was just something crazy. Santos Escobar just
Oh,
like hits
wow.
me out the blue, like, yo, this joint is fire, bro.
That's crazy.
And I was like, what? Like, what is going on? So like you just never know who's listening, who's watching.
Oh, yeah.
And
for sure.
but I think that helps to me to affect like the quality of what I'm doing. It makes me think about it. Like, hey man, you never really know. So it's like I used to always say there was a thing where with rappers, I was like, if you want to put your best foot forward, you should always tell yourself that Jay-Z is about to jump on the next verse.
That's
You know?
that's an incredible way to think.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, like just think about that and be like, you know what? If Jay-Z was coming on next, what
How
would
would
I
I
want to
act?
do?
Yeah.
So same thing with posting good content. It's like, what if your favorite, your OG favorite wrestler or rapper saw it? So put your best foot forward at all times because you just never know. Everybody's a click away, man.
You're right. That's the digital age.
That's
That's
true.
the digital age. And since we're talking about clicking on stuff, make sure y'all click on that link that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now and get your tickets for Battle Rumble going down in Tampa Friday, January 26th. It's the Rumble before the Rumble, people.
Let's go, Tampa. Pull up. Yo, it's gonna be
It'll be
crazy.
incredible.
Allow me to give a couple of name drops just on who's confirmed.
Yeah.
Man, we got Big Swole hosting Kaz, Emilio Sparks, Slot Funk Dust. We got my man Monteezy, the theme song King, Swole Bro, Lord Zay, Psych Montano, Gats, Swerve Strickland. You know, you swerve when you drive. We got AJ Francis, we got DNA, Z the Dropout, Osiris, My Verse, so many. And then a whole slew of amazing producers. So you're going to hear some dope beats, some dope rhymes,
That's so dope.
and a ton of surprises.
So many surprises. I'm looking forward to see what these surprises are. Like I said, I already got my ticket. If you haven't got your ticket yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Especially if you're going to be in Tampa that weekend for the Royal Rumble. You need to be at Battle Rumble the night before.
That's right. We are running from 6 to midnight. We'll be there all night. Lots of giveaways if you're hanging out. There's a ton of other shows going on too. So, you know, much love. And man, I can't wait. We will be announcing some more guests after Christmas. So stay tuned.
Yes, sir. Well, Rand, listen, man, I appreciate you spending time with us on the show, man. This is incredible. Again, we're all kind of, we weren't even planning on starting this thing until 2024, but stuff is kind of coming at us fast and furious. So it's like, you know what? Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I love it. I love it. I love to see it, man. I'm rooting for y'all. So please have me back sometime.
Whenever you're ready, my brother. Like, we definitely got to get you on camera at Battle Rumble. I know you're going to be busy running around point A to point B out there, but at Battle Rumble, we definitely going to be seeing you out there, man.
For sure. All right. I got y'all.
All right.
I'll see y'all in the spot.
That's it, guys. That's it. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff that the streamers and podcasters say. Thank y'all. Peace.
It's still real to me, damn it. You haters just knocking it cause you don't understand it.